My name is Jacob Smets, and I'm an attorney here at Glazer Hammond Law Offices in Flagstaff, Arizona. And today I'd like to talk to you about the new distracted driving bill that was just signed into law by Governor Doug Ducey on April 22nd, 2019. Because the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration has now seen an increase or an influx in the number of deaths due to distracted driving, the state of Arizona has decided to ultimately start defending their citizens against this. So, being that there's somewhere around 3,000 deaths of due to distracted driving per year, this is a fairly serious deal that the state is actually taking into consideration now. Ultimately, for distracted driving, it actually breaks down into what category of driver you are. So there's three technically different categories of drivers. And number one is the folks who are just on their permit. So those are usually the folks that are about 15 and a half to 16. If you are caught distracted driving, so if that's texting and driving, using Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, sending out emails, anything like that, you're going to be liable for some sort of civil fine, usually around $75 for a first offense and around $150 for a second offense, plus a surcharge of that fine. And ultimately, you can actually be, you can either have your permit taken away from you or suspended, or in the alternative, it may take you longer in order to achieve that graduated driver's license that you can receive at 16. Now, and that leads us to the second group of drivers, and that's the graduated permit holders or the graduated driver's license holders, the Class G licenses. For those folks, that is going to be roughly the age ranges of about 16 to 18 generally. For those folks, they're going to be facing fairly similar consequences to the folks who have just have the permit. However, there will most likely be a suspension, not in the alternative being pushed off out of their driver's license because they already have a driver's license at that point. And then the third group of folks are actually the operator licenses, and those are going to be the folks that are 18 and over. For those folks, the state has deemed you to know better than to text and to drive. And so because of that, the fines are actually more enhanced upon you. So generally speaking, the suspensions aren't as harsh as somebody who is under the age of 18, but the fines will be more. So the civil offenses and the civil fines will be a little bit more. Ultimately, all of these things are designed to help protect other drivers as well as yourself. And the reason that they're put into effect is because we've seen a lot of those accidents. And what happens now is the new bill actually also includes a different statute, which is called ARS 28-672. And what that is a accident resulting from distracted driving that results in serious physical injury or death. If you are distracted driving and you get into an accident which results in the other person getting serious physical injury or death, whether they're in a motorcycle, whether they're in a passenger car, SUV, or even a commercial vehicle, you can be liable for up to a Class 1 misdemeanor, the highest level of misdemeanor in the state of Arizona. Ultimately, that's punishable by up to 6 months in jail, a $2,500 fine, and an 83% surcharge of that fine, plus a fairly significant MVD suspension, usually lasting between at least 6 months to sometimes a year, depending upon what category you might fall into. If you're ever in that situation, we hope that you give us a call. These charges can be fairly complex, and we'd love to help you through them. Phone number here, like I said, phone number is 928-213-5916. Again, Jacob Smets from Glazer Hammond Law Offices in Flagstaff, Arizona. Phone number 928-213-5916. Thank you.